Azot, and welcome to episode 18 of my podcast. My name is Sally, and I am Wool Diaries on Instagram and on Ravelry. I have a lot to talk about today, so let's get on with the show. Today is the 3rd of March, which means there are 30 more sleeps until my birthday. The temperature today is going to be 11 to 25, which is 52 to 77. And it said it was partly cloudy. And this morning when we woke up at stupid o'clock, it was overcast and windy again. Thanks, Cape Town, for the wind, but you can take it back. I've had enough. We had wind yesterday, and I had serious wind range all day. So you can take it back. I've had enough. Now, if I look at the window, it's sunny, but I can still. There's a breeze. It's not too hectic at all. Yes. All you northern hemisphere are like, bring on the spring, and every time I see something to do with spring, I'm like, no, because that means we get winter and autumn and winter, and our autumns are not as spectacular as your autumns. Well, here anyway, yeah, our trees all change their colors and everything, but it's not as spectacular. We don't have and we don't have snow to look forward to in winter. Anywho, enough about that. I'm going to say thank you to all my new subscribers, and thank you to all you amazing returning viewers. I would like to start by saying I keep forgetting, and it's so bad of me. I won a competition. On the Actually Knitting podcast, now it's an audio podcast. I download my audio podcast via via iTunes on my phone, and I listen to a lot of them when I'm sitting in the car waiting for the boys, or if I'm standing in the line at the inadequate post office, or at the bank, or wherever. There's Sparky in the background. I don't know what he's doing. Sparky, lie down, baby. No, okay. So I won, and how I won this competition, and you can all enter it as long as you're a member of a group, is I tagged my photos on Instagram, well, the ones that were relevant with Stash Down Throwdown, and there is a Stash Down Throwdown happening in her group, and I have joined, and well, I'm doing Stash Down Throwdown as part of the South African challenge as well. So win-win, but I won a pattern of my choice up to the value of $7. And I chose one of the Capbordy sock patterns, which is $6, because I want to do the sweet tomato heel. Tomato. You say potato, I say tomato. However, I'm like such a dork. I choose one for worsted weight socks, and I don't knit worsted weight socks. So I'm going to have to do some maths, which is fine. I can do maths when I'm by myself. And the calculator. So I'd like to say thank you to Michelle from the Actually Knitting podcast. That was a fantastic surprise. I was in the beach shop, and I was listening to her, and she was like, and the winner is Wool Diaries, and I went, ah! And the ladies, sorry. And the ladies all looked at me like I'm odd. They know I'm odd, but, just odder than normal. So that was awesome. It really seriously made my day when I got that. So let's get on with some more knitting stuff. I have 2 FOs. One is a hat for Rachel Swims, Pink Hair Girl's daughter, who is doing the... we are doing a knit along, crochet along for washcloths and for hats. So I crocheted a hat. It doesn't fit me. It's far too small, even though I made it. I can't remember what size I made it. And you can't see the colors. They are seriously Lumo. They're not shining Lumo here. But this took me literally a day to make. So yes, I will make more, Rachel. You're absolutely right. Hickle is faster than than knitting. I have leftovers, which I'll send down to Rachel. She can use them for something, or Caleb can, or Titus can, or I'm sure they can, because these colors are totally epic. But it's got pink in, so my children went, no, I don't think so. They wear pink, but not like this. Both boys wear pink, but not like this. My second FO. On my cream heart socks, which I did with the knit 15 in 15, knit 15 socks in 15 group. And it was a knit along, and it was the cream heart pattern. And listen, if you want any more details, it's all in my Ravelry projects. I am anything but anal about making sure everything's in there. Yeah, I used Yarn Stash PMB. It's 100% merino sock yarn, 100 grams, 330 meters. In her colorway 38, I think. I still need to find out. There's her tagging. Yes, it's in my knitting journal already. I updated my knitting journal, I think yesterday or on Sunday. I can't remember. One of the days I updated my knitting journal. So I started these on the 14th because that's when the KAL started. And I only did the ribbing, and then I went and finished my other KL socks, which were the monster socks that I did. So I had a hoe for you last week. See, I had a hoe, remember? So I did 20 rounds of ribbing. The pattern is 20 rounds. I did 60 rounds. Then I did the June's heel, which increases, but you do your increases in the round, and then you do the short row heel, and you need to read because I didn't. And then I did my foot, and then I did the star toe. And remember, I said I wasn't sure about the star toe, but you know what? I'll wear them, and I will wash them, because sometimes stuff gets softer once you wash them, and then we'll see. Now the second sock, last week I showed you I'd only done 5 rounds on it. I'd only done 5 rounds on the ribbing, and Rachel was like, you're not going to finish, you better knit faster. My knitting cup from Denby. Yee. I finally remembered to use it. So I finished it on Saturday nights. So 20 rounds of the 60 rounds, heel, flap, foot. And I'm sitting at Yami's on Saturday. And now you all, when you're playing Yarn Chicken, you knit faster. I've discovered I don't knit faster, I slow down. So I was on the foot when I got to Yami's on Saturday. And I seriously knitted slowly. Yarn Stash, Wendy, I don't know what is up with your meterage, but I do not get a pair of socks out of your yarn. This is my 3rd pair out of your yarn, and the last pair, I ran out on this pair. So the last 2 pairs, I had like 3 meters left. That was it. I have gangrene toes. I don't mind. I don't mind, because I'm weird like that. And it goes in my shoe. Nobody's going to see my gangrene toes. So this is my gangrene toe sock. And I did the star sock, the star toe again. I got the star toe from the vanilla latte pattern. And what you basically do is you have to increase 1 on either side of your, I use magic loop, so it's 1 on either side. So I had 32 stitches, I needed to get up to 66, and then you just decrease like a hat to get your, and then you get to, I think it's 8, it's a free pattern, so I'm not giving anything away. It's 8 stitches, and then you just cinch it together. So we'll see. I have a finished pair of socks. So that means, according to my challenges, I have now made 4 pairs of socks in 2015, which means, can I just carry on? 12, 13, 14. No, I still need to make one extra pair above and beyond my original one a month. Okay, so I've made a dent though, because I've only got one extra pair to go. Sally Jane, I beat you. You've got 3, I've got 4. It's all about the competition, dudes. It's all about the competition. So, my gangrene toes. I do like them. I wish I'd done the other one also green, but I'm not going to pull it out. I don't pull out. Once it's done, it's done. Finished. I'm okay with pulling out while I'm knitting, but once it's done, it's done. See? Oh, and if it doesn't fit me once it's done, I will find somebody who it fits. So that was on my 2.25. It was 64 stitches. And then, yes, the cream heart pattern, the June sock for the heel, and the vanilla latte star toe. So those are my 2 finished objects. A hat. And I'll do another hat for next week. I've got four balls of yarn for Rachel, so I will attempt to get 4 out for her. So now let's do work in progress. My work in progress. Let's do my epic fail first. Wah, wah. Not epic fail. It's not an epic fail. It's just a fail. I said I wanted to do a row a month on my sock yarn blanket, which is also linked in my Ravelry page. Projects, it's the number 2 one, because the first one is the Nurturing Fibers, all the greys one. So I was busy with the Aileen row and I ran out of Aileen yarn. So Aileen's row has now become A Candy. Oh, I'm just on my using your real names. Aileen, A Candy, Mishbab, Michelle, and Denby Karen, which is Denby. Those 3 ladies have contributed to this row that I'm busy with. And I do document it all in my project as well, so that when I come back, I will remember, oh yes, I got this. I won't remember, you know what, out of this row, I won't remember exactly who gave me which ones, but I will remember that those 3 ladies contributed to this row. So when I had 10 more to do last week, and ask me how I know, because I sat and watched myself from last week, and nobody says I talk so freaking loud. Oh my goodness, people, really, you need to say these things. Tone down. So I had 10 more to do from last week. I didn't get there. I did 8. I ran out of oomph. I got 8, and to be honest, I did 5 on Sunday, which was already the 1st, and I did 2 yesterday. So I'm already into March. So here's my 10. That's the first one. Yes, and you can see I did all the greens together. I didn't do what I said I was going to do. I didn't actually just stick my hand in. I actually planned these. So I've got that green, which I did last week. That one, that green. Oh, wow. The colors are not showing nicely. Stupid. That's a very turquoisey green, and it shows up grey. That blue, that red. Licorice, all sorts, Miss Babs. Remember that itty bitty little puny bit you gave me? That one, that is Tanglewood, and I have an affinity for that colorway. And then I've started a purple one, and then I still have one more for February to go. It's okay, I can handle it. I will finish that row today. I will. I'm determined to finish that row today. 2 and a bit squares. Oh, sorry, not sorry. Why am I podcasting late? Because South Africa's playing cricket, and I watched them bat, and they got 411 for 4 off their 50 overs. They are playing Ireland. Wah, wah. Sorry for you, Ireland. Oops. Devil-pointed needle. So let's just go into the cricket now. Hey, when we're talking about it. So England lost to Sri Lanka on Sunday. Big surprise. Not. South Africa creamed West Indies on Friday. Absolutely creamed. AB de Villiers had a jaw. He just had a jaw. He had a jaw. So they beat West Indies. We were 408. No, I can't say it. We got 400. I can't say it. 408 with 5 people out. Why can't I say that? That's not the way you say it. Anyway, and West Indies got 151 all out. And like I said, South Africa's playing Ireland as we speak. And I know we've got 2 wickets, but I don't know what the actual score is that Ireland have. So in Pool A, England is in Pool A, and they're 6th at the moment, out of 4 with 4 games. And then in Pool B, South Africa is 2nd, and they've played 3 games. This is their 4th game. Okay. So cricket, World Cup. Whoa. I don't know if South Africa's going to make the semi-finals. We'll make the quarterfinals, but I don't know if we'll make the semis. I don't know. Because as soon as you get to that stage and you start playing the big ones, which is South Africa, New Zealand and Australia. Oh, did you watch the New Zealand against Australia game? I won't give it away, but go watch the last few overs of Australia bowling to New Zealand. If you haven't watched it, just go find that. That's all I'm saying. It was awesome. Okay, so now we're going to go into kind of stash acquisition, kind of whoops. No, it is whoops, but it's also stash acquisition. I got my March sock kit from Sally Jane. She was up here this weekend. I'll tell you all about that as well. You see, lots to tell you. It's my bag. How cool is that? Our theme is St. Patrick's Day. How cool is that? It's my bag. I love it. I love it. Yes, it's IKEA. It's IKEA fabric, and she coloured in painted it. Did you paint it, Sally Jane? It looks painted, not coloured in. Painted some green, and then she put the green on the top. And yes, she made a bag, and yes, it stands up. See, I'm not holding it. Oh, hold on, you can't even see. See, I'm not holding it, and it stands up. Yes, it's weighted down. Doesn't matter. I leave my yarn in my bag anyway when I'm knitting, because dogs with white hair. Why is it not the dark coloured dog's hair that gets all over everything? Why is it only the white? Anywho. So inside our epic bag of what do you want? I don't know. We got gold coins for the gold at the end of the rainbow in the pot of gold. I'm not even going to try and do an Irish accent, so don't ask. Then we got the yarn. Now, the yarn is Electric Carnations Glimmer Sock in the Drunkard Child Paddy's Pot of Gold, which is from the Epic Dyer M of Electric Carnations. And she has a coupon code at the moment, but you have to watch Sally Jane's podcast, Pink Hair Girl, for that, because I don't have it, actually. I haven't even used it. I need to go use it. I know when it expires. I also need to figure that out. Sally Jane, when does it expire? So, it's so cool. I love it. I cast on Sunday, and I love it. So I'm doing my rounded toe. I'm doing my footses, and I don't know what heel I'm going to do yet. I haven't quite decided. I'm all about the learning the different things, and you know what? It's so epic that you can get to learn different things with socks, and it's not that much of a commitment. I mean, it's not like you've knit a whole jersey and you've learned something and then it doesn't fit or whatever. And that's what it looks like in the ball. So in the ball, myself and Sally Jane had no cooking clue. Sally Jane also didn't know. Had no cooking clue whatsoever. It's got gold sparkle in it. And I know you can't see the gold sparkle, which is so sad. It's so sad. You can't see the gold sparkle. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So every day, until I get my blanket to where I want it to be, I am doing one repeat. Although Sunday I couldn't stop myself. I did more than one repeat. Then I put it in my cupboard until I done squares on my blanket. So yesterday I did that little bit there. So maybe Sally Jane beats me this month. I also would like to do my Protea socks this month. But we'll see, because I'm a little bit over socks. This is like my 4th pair now in a row. I do get like that. I'm like, knit all the socks. And then I'm so sick of socks. I just want something bigger. That I can just go. So, we'll see. At the moment, this is the plan. Socks and Protea socks. But we'll see. We'll see. So that was stash, but it doesn't count as stash. But it does count as stash. Remind me to tell you about my stash down, throw down. I just wrote it down so I don't forget. Okay. Now, acquisitions. So on Saturday, and let me just start this. On Saturday, I saw Sally Jane. It was so nice, but it was so short, and I had to share her with all the people. I'm not doing that again. I'm going to be selfish. Next time she comes up, I'm going to be totes selfish. We went to the Irene flea market. We met at stupid o'clock in the morning on a Saturday at the Irene market. And why did we meet there? Because one of the very good dyers here in South Africa, One of a Kind Yarns, only sells, she sells online, but her postage is redonkulous online. So an Irene market is not that far. It's the first Saturday and the last Saturday of every month. And so we met there because it was the last Saturday of February. We met there and we went to go and do some yarn shopping. Now, Sally Jane didn't buy any yarn. But then she had a reason not to buy yarn because she had been a little bit naughty already down in Cape Town. So, this colour is going to blow out. This colour is going to blow out. I'm just warning you. Because it's so bright, it's not going to show. Yeah, that looks orange. It ain't orange. It's red. It's red. It's bright red though. It's not a dark red. It's bright red. So it's One of a Kind yarns.co.za, dyed by the amazing Marlene. It's 100% superwash merino single ply. It's about 100 grams and it's about 380 meters. And I paid $77 for it. Box. So I've got 3 of these. What is this going to be? Oh, it smells so nice. Oh, because I bought the soap. I was wondering, I know that's one. I bought soap as well then. Handmade soap. This is going to be another pullover, like the purple lacy one that I did. This is going to be just a straightforward top down, although I might try bottom up because I do like doing the sleeves first and then joining and going whoom, whoom, like with the 3-in-1. I don't know. I haven't decided, but that's what this is going to be. I have a lot of single skeins in my stash. I don't have that much sweater quantity. 380 times 3 is, I did do this math before, so 1,140 meters. So hopefully I should be able to get, and it's like a 4-ply, but not really, sorry, but I haven't grown my nails back yet. It's like a 4-ply, but not really a 4-ply. And I know it's going to pull because it's a single and it's not a... But I just saw this colorway and she had it in 4-ply. She just didn't have enough in 4-ply for me. In her twisted sock yarn. So... Yes, I got the 3 in. Now... Krimpvarkie Z also met us at Irene Market, Elaine. Yeah. She's so naughty. So she sees that I'm doing my blankets and she gifted me Nurturing Fibers charcoal colorway for my all the greys blanket. So that's going into that one. I think I'm going to put that one in hibernation for a while until I've got, because I've got charcoal now as another color, which means I can add on another 2 squares. But I'm just going to put it on hold until one day, I don't know when that's going to be, I run out of sock yarn scraps for my other. And yes, like I said, I don't know when that's going to be. Right. So that was stash, not stash, and I'll explain that just now. Before I go into these last 2 parcels that I received in the post, I like receiving parcels in the post. Although, if it's local, it's okay. I believe, oh, we got another 2 wickets. Hold on. Yeah, 2 more wickets. Okay, cool. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So what does it say? Ireland is 48 for 5. I said at that time, off of 10.2 overs. You're going down, down, down. What an epic way to start a Tuesday. I posted. Apparently, the Johannesburg airport, OR Tambo, is still backed up with post. So if you have sent a parcel from overseas to South Africa, apparently it is still backed up after the last year's epic postal strike we had. So I'm just putting it out there. If anybody wants to know, I know. And I have no idea how our postal system works internationally. If everything comes to to Joburg, or if everything goes to the other international airports, which is Durban and Cape Town. I don't think anybody else has an international airport, do you? I don't think so. I think you can only fly out of Durban and Cape Town and OR Tambo International. So, yes. Postage from overseas, is still sitting at the post office. I mean, at the airport. You can't even go get it from the airport because if it's not in the database saying exactly where it is, and then you know what, don't even bother going to ask if you can go get a post from a different post office because it's just going to confuse it. On the good side of them. So, right. Holy cow. Maybe I mustn't podcast so late in the morning. It's 10:30 now. Maybe I mustn't podcast. I need to do it early in the morning when my brain hasn't actually thought about a lot. Rugby. Let's do Six Nations. Okay. So, Ireland versus England. At the Aviva Stadium in Ireland. England lost 19-9. Now, I'm not going to say that England played badly because they didn't. They showed bits of amazing play. They just, as one of the commentators said, and I do agree, they are a young side. This is their first, I think this is their first tournament playing together as a team. They're a very, very young side. They have an immense amount of pressure put on them because they're hosting the World Cup, which is in 199 days. I'm not going, by the way, PS. I'm not going to the World Cup this year. I'm epically sad, but life happens and I'm not going. So yes, they lost. So in the Six Nation League, no, what is that? Table? Whatever you want to call it. England is second after 3 weeks. Last week they were first. This week they were second. There's a bye next weekend, and then they are back at Twickenham, which is home for them, and they play Scotland. Now, I gave up watching the rugby for Sally Jane on Saturday. Just saying. Just putting it out there. I did not race home halfway through Yarmies to watch the rugby. I sat and knitted instead of watching the rugby. That's how much. Okay. You all, really. And the other ladies that are at Yarmies know that that's a big deal for me because I normally I set an alarm on my phone and everything. I need to leave. So the Bulls hosted the Sharks at home. We finally won a game. 43-35. We finally won a game. And I didn't even get to watch it. But maybe that's the thing. Maybe I'm the bad luck. Because every time I watch it, we lose. Can you hear Sparky snoring? I hope you can't. So after 3 weeks, the Bulls are now 8th out of 15. Last week they were 13th. This week they're 8th. Whoop, whoop. How everybody else did is don't care. The Bulls are my team, and I do watch some of the other games if I'm home. Oh, excuse me. I do watch some of the other games if I'm home, but I'm going to go out of my way to watch the other games. I just make sure that I watch the Bulls games. That's exactly it. Okay, cool bananas. So that was my rugby weekend. What else? This. My other parcels arrived. I love this lady's name. Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones. As in Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones. Karen from Natal sent me a PM last week and said, would you like some scraps for your blanket? And I was like, oh, yes. Are you bonkers? So she sent me this baggie of loveliness. Now you can't see it. But it is a baggie of loveliness. And she's so sweet. Look, I got a little letter. And inside... Oh, I have such terrible manners. It tells me exactly what it is. What they all are. Oh, she's so sweet, man. So stinking cute. So stinking cute. So I picked that up on Friday. You see, bad manners. I only said thank you yesterday too. Bad manners. I should be fired. I don't know why people like me so much. My manners are horrific. So that is now in my bag. That houses all my sock yarn scraps. The second thing I got was my opened, because Sally Jane is like a child, parcel from Suzanne, who is Suze 1E on Ravelry. And look, I've got such a nice long letter. I'm not going to read it to you because it's for me. I got such a nice long letter from her. That's so epic. I'm going to have to make a book or something, you know that? Like a little scrapbook, not a big one, but a little scrapbook, and put all these little things inside. Copying all over the place. Very charming, very, very charming. So I got some scraps. Awesome. Absolutely beautiful scraps from her, which are absolutely stunning. And of course in no base that we get here, no yarn that we get here. And Suzanne is an ex-South African, so awesome. And she bought, she got M to dye her 3 skeins of the Springbok colorway that I got done last year. Did I show you? Did I show you the Springbok colorway? I don't think I showed you. I got Springbok colorway. When I knit it, you'll see. The other thing that Suzanne sent for me, so naughty. So here I am, just expecting some mini skeins. No. And Sally Jane also doesn't say anything. I got this cute little wedge bag. But look what it's got on it. I don't want to hold it upside down. Skulls. It's red with skulls. What did I do there? I got some cool buttons and a stitch. Oh, I didn't even see the stitch marker. See? Zan? I don't know if you can see that stitch marker. Do that stitch marker. Come on. Out. In. Out. In. No, it's not going to do it, is it? Out. Okay, this time I will concede, Steph, and I will actually hold it up behind something else. I will concede to... Yeah, you're saying it didn't even do it. I don't know if you can see with the glare. It's a skull. It's a skull. No, I didn't even see that. I'm going to have to put a lobster claw on that one and stick it on my socks. That is so cool. Okay, and the cool buttons. Did I say the cool buttons? Cool button. Oh, I give up today. I give up today. And then I got... Because this lady clearly knows me so well. Clearly. From the Marvelicious Etsy shop. I do like that I've got a business card of hers. A Notions bag. But look what it's got on it. Jack from Nightmare on Elm Street. The Night Before Christmas. Nightmare on Elm Street. I need to be shot. That's so cool. So now I can use all my stuff because I've been like, I'm very good. I don't use my stuff until I've showed you people. I'm very good. Very good like that. That needs to go in here. Okay, so let me see. What have I done? What haven't I done? Oh, just a little bit of news while I'm busy doing all this is in the Malabrigo's Junkie group. It's Malabrigo March, and there's a whole load of designers that have offered discount codes on their patterns that either can be knitted with Malabrigo or have been knitted with Malabrigo. Yeah, go check it out. I was checking it out this morning, and one of my favorite designers, I know her only name is Let's Knit. There's a few of my designers that I like there. They've got Justina Lukowski. No, I don't want to lie. They've got coupon codes for, and there's tons. There's everything under the sun. Everything under the sun. It's not as big as Madeline Tosh Mad May, but it's still big. It's still worthwhile looking. And the only lasts until the 10th of March. You need to remember that. Only lasts until the 10th of March. Now, quick. No, I didn't say that yet. Quick. My goals, because this is the first podcast of March. My goals. Stash down, throw down. In other words, me stashing down. So in February, thanks to my February, my lace pullover, I knitted 2,090 meters. Stash I acquired in February. Now, stash I acquired in February, I have now decided that I am only going to count stash I actually purchase. I'm not counting gift yarn. I'm not counting the sock yarn. It's only stash I physically purchased. And the 4 skeins for Rachel, because they're not even going into the boxes or they're not even going to marinate, they're here and they're going straight out, they don't count either. So what I purchased in February was 1,220 meters. So my maths is awful. Deacon, don't look. I'm using my calculator. I have 870 meters spare from February. Wow. That's so cool. I didn't realize that. Okay, so for my socks, I totally made my socks. I did 3 pairs last month instead of 1. And like I said, my total is 4 for the month. Now, we go on to my personal challenges. And yeah, not so good, eh? Not so good. That's all I'm saying to you. Not so good. My personal challenges. So my personal challenges for the year are participate in stash down, throw down. Did. Participate in sock along. Did. Double knitting. No. Color work. No. Knit from my queue. Did I knit from my queue last month? No. Participate in at least 2 missions a month for the Starfleet's Fiber Arts Corps. So I could have entered 4 things last month. And did I enter any? No. And I blame the fact that the last day of the month was a Saturday. 6 garments for me? No, didn't do any more. Knit at least 15 pairs of socks? Did. My other challenges were podcast every Tuesday. I did that. Sew more bags? I did that. Keep the essay group active and interesting. Okay, I failed in that one. I've been a little bit lax in my social media, I must admit. So, that was that. Dun, dun, dun. And with that, I think I'm going to say tot ziens. And remember, if you want to see progress, note on one thing only.